Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. So we are all over the place today. It showed in the trading today with the fund. I did take a little bit of a hit. I think it was about 1,800, but what happened was we had the gap up, and I was just waiting for some type of little pullback, and then we came up, but we never closed the gap, and I started buying here, and I really did not think that the S&P was going to come all the way back down here and then head back up. I was all over the place, but really the trade that I had said is that if we get above the 62.44, that we're going to make our way up to the 62.71 to close the gap. Again, this is the part that took me by surprise, and then really we just grinded higher. There really was no. I know the initial bullishness was from Trump. Teasing people on Truth Social about some tariff deals coming out. But then we had the Fed minutes. That really didn't do much. And really, we just spent the rest of the day grinding higher. So here's the deal. If we get above this 62.71, we have this resistance at 62.75, but really you got to be eyeing down the previous all-time highs at 62.85. And if they get above that, then you just have to assume that they're going to make their way up to the 6,300 level. But as far as that, we still have a lot of sell signals that are in place, and it's one of the reasons why I'm still a little bit skeptical on the S&P. Now, vice versa, you go to the IWM, the small caps that I've been talking about, and that is just been outperforming on a daily basis. You can see the IWM was up over 1% today, as we have the S&P that was up only a little bit over 0.5%. So that part of my thesis is working out well. Because really it started, once we got right around into this area here is when I started looking at the IWM, and even though we have the S&P that's gone up from the 5,900 up to the 62.84, percentage-wise, the IWM has blown that out. So I'm sticking with the fact that I like the small caps more than I do the S&P. Just today, I just thought I had the S&P red, but obviously that kind of made a fool of me. So again, if we go tomorrow, really what I'm looking at is a move up somewhere into the 6,300 range. Like I said, there's plenty of reasons to be skeptical about this move, and if we do end up getting up to the 6,300, we're probably going to get sell signals on the 15-minute chart. Now, does that mean you need to short this market? No, I would simply just stick with the small caps and the quantum stocks, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so this is, as I just showed you before, IWM. That was up $2.40, a little over 1%. And if we start looking at the quantum stocks, we have this one of our holdings up 2.5%. That's not what it is. RGTW. This is what we have, up 3.23%. So like I said, as much as I'm skeptical on the S&P, I'm just bullish on the small caps and the quantum stocks, which have been outperforming. So I have not issued any short issues. I've just been saying just be careful, because they could pull the rug out at any time with the indexes, and if they do, I think we're going to see the S&P and the Nasdaq that will actually go down further than IWM and these quantum stocks. But you just want to be careful and look each way. So again, if we head up tomorrow, I would just keep an eye on the round number, the 6,300 between the 6,310. Typically, they stay within that border right there. And if we head down, really the support level that we're looking at, the first one is going to be right here, the moving average, that's at 62.43. But more importantly is today's lows at the 62.32. If it gets below that, then we start looking at 62.05. And then we start looking at these support levels here at the 61.80 and then the 61.30. So for the bull, if the bulls, if they can get it above 62.69, expect the next move to come up to 62.85 and then 6,300. Downside, this is really, say, the first one, say the 62.33. Then we come down to the 62.08 and then 61.80, and then we come all the way down to the 61.30. So, again, nothing has really changed in my thesis with the market right now. I would continue to overweight small caps as well as the quantum stocks. And if you're going to trade the SPX or the spiders, just do it on a day-to-day basis. Don't have any long-term horizons. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys soon.